Let's go, brother. Oh, we got a camera issue. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. We'll fix it. It's not a stream, it's something broken. That's for sure. Hold on. Hold on. And it should work now, brother. Yeah. We're back, brother, for another. Why am I so low? Hold on. Okay, that's better. All right, brother. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Um, a fantastic week, regardless of all the things happening around you. Remember to always take care of yourself. Self care is the most important thing. And, you know, keep moving forward, keep fighting forward, brother, no matter what. Reach those goals you have. Okay, let me see something. All right, so today on the stream, today on the stream, Rogamaniac, yeah. Someone asked me if I should do a Randy Savage voice. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, yeah. I'll try to do my best. I'm probably gonna butcher it. So today on the stream, yeah, brother. Let me tell you something. Yeah, today we're gonna compare two of the greatest MMOs ever done and created by the human hands. Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, it's gonna happen today, huh? So don't forget it. Don't forget it. We're gonna go right into it, brother. So why am I doing this? There's a lot of discourse on Twitter, mainly coming from people who probably don't even play the game, or maybe former World of Warcraft guys, or people who are just not pleased with how Final Fantasy 14 ended up, which is fair, and it's fair. I'm not going to disregard people's opinions regarding the game. There's issues with the game, yes, yes. But when people come out and say, "Oh, there's a massive exodus happening in Final Fantasy 14 because of Dawn Trail," I just have to scratch my head and just trying to analyze this, because the last time something like that happened in 14 was in 1.0, and to a certain degree, Heaven's Ward. Heaven's Ward had three bad patches in the beginning. Tremendous story, by the way, but they struggled with the raid scene. They struggled with actually adding content. I think there were a couple of months that passed. It was really, really bad back then. Eventually, they picked themselves up and delivered a good expansion at the end. And then Stormblood came back. It came out. Not what am I saying? Stormblood came out, and then they were able to provide us with tons of content. The story was always a hit or miss with Stormblood, mainly because they kind of cut corners with it, and a lot of people didn't like that. But Stormblood was pretty good when it comes to content and rating. Stormblood had one of the best ratings at that time, and people were loving it. And then came Shadowbringers, which, because of all different things that were happening, like the Warcraft Exodus, actual Exodus, because of Shadowlands being so bad, and then we had the COVID, the pandemic era. So the numbers in Shadowbringers were shooting up. Like there was actual long queues. A lot of servers were crashing, whatnot, and that was insane back then, man. Insane. And Shadowbringers gave us a fantastic story that led all the way to Endwalker, right? So here's the thing. Right now, Dawn Trail is suffering from DDoS attacks. And hold on, let me do something for my little pet puppy. Leia, you want the fan? She wants the fan. 1 second. for that, guys. You get to see my laundry in the back. That's fine. Anyways, like I was saying, Shadowbringers, right? And Dawntrail. Okay, so DDoS, we're getting attacked with DDoS right now, and it's really hurting a lot of people. A lot of people can't even play the game because every time they try to log into the game, they get disconnected. The people who are trying to do Deep Dungeon are getting disconnected. The running theory is that RMT is pushing a massive DDoS attack on Final Fantasy 14. And I kind of want Square Enix to do better. I wanted to do better security because this, I agree, it is unacceptable that this is happening right now. It's just not good. It's just not good. And I do agree with that sentiment that, you know, they need to do better when it comes to DDoS attacks. And I really wanted to do better. I don't know what's taking them so long to actually implement some sort of security. What's going on? Hey, Nemu. Hey, Chili. How you guys doing? Sorry, got lost in thought here. Hey, brother. Ready to enter your clickbait arc? Maybe. But we're definitely going to be comparing both games. I don't think I'm going to do click. I mean, if you don't do clickbait in this era, you're not going to go do anything. Like, you're not going to make it. That's because YouTube and all these companies support clickbaiting. Anyways, I'm checking something here. Checking. Hold on. So I got Warcraft ready. We're going to do the comparison of both games. I'm just trying to get 14 up and I don't get DDoS. Yeah, Chili, with DDoS attacks, though, it's not a huge amount they can do. Yeah, I think, I don't know, other games don't suffer as much with DDoS attacks. This has been a recurring thing with Final Fantasy 14, man. They're constantly getting attacked by DDoS. It's been something that's been happening for years. Honestly, the RMT bots aren't even the issue. That's simply a coincidence. The DDoS is likely happening due to the hub that Square Enix uses for any rounding. Hello, Noodles! We're having a good time. I'm pretty sure that's probably it. That the service that Square Enix is using is getting DDoS. Actually, US reports. I wish I knew which one is Square Enix using. It's Cloudflare. Oh, here. Digital attack map. Let's see what we got here. Loading global DDoS attack data. Recharge headset. Oh no. You know what? I don't need my headset right now. So we good. Um, oh wow, that's a lot of DDoS attacks in the United States. Let me open the window here. Hold on. Let me show you guys what I'm seeing. Yeah. Oh no, you're right, Nemo. Hold on. Let me see. Give me a sec. No, I'm not gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it here. YouTube. Here, Windows Capture. This one, okay. So look at the massive attacks that are happening in the United States, bro. Look at that. I don't know what's going on in Brazil. What the hell is going on down here? Showing all. You see, that's good information, Emu. So basically, what's happening is either source or destination unknown. So basically, what's happening, why we're getting so many DDoS attacks, because the hub that Final Fantasy 14 NA is connecting to is getting massively attacked by DDoS, and there's very little Square Enix has done. What I mean, can do. Oh yeah, I heard about the political tensions in Brazil, but I don't know much about it. Can I zoom this up? Hold on. Let me. Wow, combined. Unusual. United States, of course, the United States is trying to DDoS Cambodia and Thailand. Of course they are. And China as well. Brazil's insane. Okay, so next time someone complains about DDoS on Final Fantasy 14, I'm gonna use the information that Nemo gave me plus this map that's basically stating, hey, yeah, there's nothing Square Enix can do at this point. Like they know, and this is the reason why it's happening. And people are being very hyperbole about it. Thank you, Nemu. So to explain it even easier, the United States is getting DDoS, probably the same hub that Square Enix uses to connect the servers, and that's out of Square Enix. My God, I forget words. Out of the control. Yeah. Good to know. Because a lot of people are being very hyperbole about it. Oh, Final Fantasy is dying. This is why they're getting DDoS. No, bro, no. That's not it. So stupid when people say that. So, apparently the World of Warcraft housing got severely nerfed as well. I know that the Midnight Alpha is active right now, but I will not buy a Warcraft expansion because I don't play Warcraft as often as I play 14, so that can wait. No, it's actually pretty bad, Chili, because the nerf that I'm talking about is like before you can buy, let's put it in Final Fantasy 14 terms, you can buy a plot and you can put as many rooms as you wanted to. The capacity was 40. So they changed it so you can buy a plot, but you have one room. Then you have to do a bunch of quests, which are currently time gated from what I saw, which will allow you to add a different room. Right? The other issue is that the currency that you're buying is not 1-to-1. So that means, for my understanding, is that they have an item that costs 500 heart steel, which is the new currency. but the hard steel that they sell you is 1000. So you need to spend more for that item that you want. And I think even Ian, I think is his name. Ian talked about it. They tried to defend it, but people are not buying it. Like, people are legit upset about this, and I really don't blame them, because at first it was like you can make as many houses. Oh, also about the rooms, I forgot to mention this, is that basically, since they're time gated, right? That means that you won't be able to have the room that you want uh, at the moment that you get the plot, right? The moment you get your house. But like I always say, this is a beta. They're still working things out, so we have to wait and see what happens. They said that the items for housing will be very limited when you have to buy them. But I know World of Warcraft, and if they pull a $90 mount, they can pull some crap with the housing items, like some legendary item that you want for your house, and it costs like $80. They can do that. They can do that. Okay, you want that item, specific item, you have to buy this bundle for $80. You get all this other stuff that you don't want, but you get that one item that you want. That's Blizzard. That's Blizzard 101. Yeah, they did say there will be a removal of your house if you're gone for too long. And I think the amount of time, if you don't play the game, I think it was something like about a year or something. So they're still going to be removing your house. So here's the thing that people don't understand. When you have a housing in a video game, you have to take into account the server. Servers are expensive. The reason why Blizzard nerfed the housing is because of server cost. The nerf is not terrible, but it's still kind of dirty what they did. And it wouldn't surprise me if they change a few things and make it more accessible at the beginning of the expansion. But yeah, the server costs will always be an issue, and that's one of the reasons why even instant housing is limited when it comes, like, you're gonna lose your house eventually. And the way they're doing their housing is interesting because it has neighborhoods. It's kind of like 14, but not really. It's more like actually, if you go to islands and you in 14 you go to the island and you have like a neighborhood in it. A bunch of like your friends are in it in that same island. That's pretty much it. But yeah, server cost is way too much. The issue is that, like, that one developer put it, I think was EA. EA. Oh, hold on. The issue is that, like, that one developer put it, I think it was EA. People will still buy it. That's the bigger issue. The consumer has been conditioned to accept slop and ask for more. That is 100% true. We even see it in 14 with a limited shop, mock shop. The moment an item drops that is expensive, like the stupid clothing that came out a couple of months ago, people still bought it. They still bought it. And same thing happens in World of Warcraft. A lot of the crappy mounts in World of Warcraft get sold like crazy. All right. Speaking of Warcraft, let me go ahead and open it. The best thing about my computer upgrade is that I can play both games at the same time. So in Final Fantasy, I can leave my Rogue Maniac crafting, and meanwhile I'm doing some leveling in World of Warcraft. I like have some guys say, "Oh, you don't play World of Warcraft," and I have like so many 80 level 80 characters, man. Let me put that here. Like people love to say 14 is dying, and a lot of those people, I don't think they even still playing the game. Don't even get me started on that idiot that trashed the game all the time. What's his name? Asmongold. Oh my god, I forgot him. Yeah. Okay. Dude, I saw so 11's getting content next year. That's awesome. I kind of want to go back to 11. I really do. But last time I went back, I felt a little bit lost. Not gonna lie, like I felt like okay, this is not the 11 I grew up with. This is different. I can say. Is that the wing open my door? Yeah, it was the wind. All right, Nemo, you said I say it with my whole chest that I know I'm part of the problem. I am part of the problem too. I buy slop too. I got the crossover gear from that mobile game because it looked awesome. Anyways, I can say with a whole chest that I know I'm part of the problem too, in regards to that, with certain things, mostly recently being Pokemon. Yeah, I get it, man. They know our weaknesses and they exploit it. There's no around it. That's the sad reality of gaming right now. The state of gaming is that bad right now, and that it all goes and boils down to the original DLC on the Xbox. I will always dislike the Xbox because the Xbox is what pushed paid online DLC predatory practices along with EA and Activision. Yeah, they're revamping Play Online Viewer. Oh my God, they are buffing trust and adding new zones plus server improvements. I'm I have massive problem with it too. Don't worry. I got the manga cards. Oh my God, Chuck. But Chili, I also got rainbowed, and I only did pull like 3 times for free. So it's not that bad in Dokkan. I don't like the fact that you can see my laundry in the back. What the hell? You can see my blanket. No, over here. You can see my blanket, my shirts. It's all clean clothing, by the way. Don't worry about it. All right, let me go ahead to the mainstream. Let me switch that to no, that's the audio. Okay. 1 second. Game capture. I'm gonna switch it over to World of Warcraft. These are my characters in World of Warcraft, okay? Let me see how many 80s I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 80s. And a lot of these level 80 characters, like this guy and this guy, I level them doing the Legion Remix because Legion Remix gives you so much experience points. Okay, Nemo, you said, but I still try to give love to indie developers and with the products, and I think I found at least 50 indie devs with some really awesome games coming through. Yeah, man. I think it's okay for you to spend the money however you want. I will never criticize that. Okay, you want to buy a slot? That's you. That you do what you want with your money because that helps you. That brings you some happiness. No problem with that. And there's absolutely no problem when you're trying to support indie devs. Indie devs are amazing. So I'm right now in Legion Remix. This mode is insanely fun. I'm not gonna lie. And I kind of wish 14 had a mode like this, like a deep dungeon, but you're surging through bosses. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let me see if I can do it here. Okay, we're gonna do a random raid. Okay, Deceiver's Fall. Is that one of the quests I have to do? Let me see. Heroic, time to raid. This one. Okay, waiting halls. Okay, right here. So, yeah, like I said, this Legion remix feels like a boss gauntlet because you basically are Zerg rushing all the bosses. There's no real story. I mean, there's some bunch of quests that you can do, but they're completely optional. I leveled a character by just doing the initial quests and then jumping into doing raids nonstop. Is the new variant going? Because I didn't really understand the new variant concept. I thought it was like, you get to choose the boss that you want to do a practice on. But I don't know. Like I really didn't understand what they're trying to say in that one. So that's on me. Oh my god, the queues are insane. 7 minutes for a tank. And tanking, you want to know what's funny? There's an add-on. So in Final Fantasy, this doesn't exist, but in World of Warcraft, they recently added a single button assistant. Single button assistance, basically you press one button and it does all that. It's like a more efficient macro than in Final Fantasy 14. Wait, Steam officially announced a console? But why? Hold on. I gotta check that. Send me the link. I want to see it. So basically, if you don't know how to play your class, you use the single button assistant, you press one button, and that's it. And I like that. That's all right. If you're not gonna do like super hard content, I think a single button assistant will be great. If you're gonna do like hard content because there's like glamour that you want or whatever, and yeah, you should probably learn how to use your class. For me, I don't know how to play too much World of Warcraft Protection Paladin. I know that I gotta use this and this, use my mitigations, and that's it. It's not that bad. Oh, and here's the thing that people love about World of Warcraft that I wish Final Fantasy 14 had, the transmog. Every piece of gear that you have ever gotten gets recorded here. You don't have to have the gear with you anymore. It clears up inventory. As you can see in the retail version, I have the mythic version of this armor. Still missing, I think, the shoulders. Oh no, here are the shoulders. Yeah. Send it on Twitter. I'll check it out. Like, look at this. Sets. You can put all your sets here. They kind of did that with having all your gear into one set. I kind of wanted to do more of that. Every freaking gear set. Like the original gear set they had. The original Judgment armor from back in the day. Oh, the filler items. Yeah, I hate the filler items. I always get rid of them. I delete them. You know what I should do? Instead of filler items, just give me money. Give me like 10,000 gold. Not gold, gil. 10,000 gil. Another thing, well, we do have the aesthetician, right? But the aesthetician, you cannot do this. You can't. It's limited. You had to use a Fantasia, which Fantasia are becoming free now. I had like 4 Fantasias for free. Like every time I do on the Cosmic Exploration, I do a roulette and I get one of those stupid filler items, I get mad. I'd rather have money than those stupid items. Another thing this game, World of Warcraft, added, at least in this Legion remix, is a heroic world. Basically making the game outside of quests and all that harder. Like expert roulette, but the entire world. Imagine in 14 you go and do your hunts and they're in the like expert level, like high level, so they're even difficult. Yeah, that's what a heroic tier is. While we're waiting, might as well just sprint around, do something. I'll check it out in a second, Chili. Oh, I love the flying in this game. Spyro the Dragon, this shit. Look at that. You fly so fast. Alright, so there's a heroic monster. We're going to kill him. Use my mitigation. Let me summon my gargoyle. Look at all the damage I'm doing in heroic tier, because in this version of the game, you're super powerful. I mean, quantum stuff, from what I saw, is kind of like mythic. And it's pretty cool, but I don't know. I can't really talk because I haven't done quantum stuff. Like I tried to do the solo dungeon and I failed. Mythics here are just like oh my god, what's it called? Oh look. So every time I use one of these, I get super powerful. So in this game, in this version of the game, you get infinite power. Infinite power increases your general stats and experience gain by, but right now is my experience gain is 159. The maximum is 4,000%. Oh, dude, I want to try quantum. Oh, this dude. Go away, man. Every time you mention PSO, I only think about the original one for Dreamcast. I love that game so much. Then it moved to the GameCube and it didn't feel like the same. But the main reason I stopped playing PSO was because my friend cheated on the game. He started giving us the best items because there was a dupe glitch in the game. I don't know if you ever heard of that. There was a dupe glitch in PSO 1 and he abused it and gave us all the best items, all the best gear. I should give PSO 2 a try. So you're saying the private servers are open for free for PS1 or PS2? PSO 1, PSO 2. I'm an idiot. PSO 1, so there's still free servers. If you can, link those servers to me on Twitter so I can check them out, or get my homies to play it. Because that game was so fun. I like the vroom, vroom. I used to have like the giant sword, the Deathbringer. And I love customizing my mags. They were so fun, man. I wish this game has something like that where you can customize like pets that should give you like stats buffs. Oh wow, I did not know that. Was that like recent or? If I was Square Enix, I wouldn't have banned them. I would, if anything, I would have banned them for a week. A long time ago. Like the last time I played for Final Fantasy 11 was Chains of Promathia, and then it stopped because I had to take care of my mom. I had to take care of my new job. Right now, I'm just getting these gloves things. Oh man, that sounds awesome. What is? Wait, I never seen that thing. Did they add that? You guys have seen that, right? Wait, that's Argus. Can we go to Argus now? I know there's a. Finally. I know that there's like a. There's some mods in Final Fantasy 14 right now that can cancel animations and make weaving certain actions a lot easier. I wonder if Square Enix is gonna ever ban those people. Let me buff myself even more. As you can see, no one cares in the dungeon for strategy or anything. It's just basically bus rush.
Interrupt 1.
And I'm the tank, I forgot.
Shockwave. Interrupt 2. AOE incoming. AOE incoming. Shockwave.
And you can see here on the chat, I am also using the mod that lets me know the actions of the enemy and all that. That's why I say that World of Warcraft raiding is easier than 14. Wait, Gambit is this Friday? I haven't played Rivals in a hot minute.
Run out.
I was actually playing this morning to get some of the rewards because I haven't played my Rivals for like more than a month. The thing is, you see this and you're like, well, you're just doing bus rush on the remix. It's not that different from retail. Let's be honest here, man. What I do like about World of Warcraft is how it shows all your damage. I kind of wish Final Fantasy 14 did that. Oh, the game audio is muted. Hold on. Yep, it is. My bad. Let me fix that. Let me know if you can hear it.
Taunt.
Be a little bit too loud there.
Phase 2.
Nemu, I don't know what's happening
Stay away
either.
from
I'm just
lines.
pressing one button and getting it all with.
Watch your step.
And that's an issue I have with
Phase
Warcraft.
3.
All the raids, even in retail, feels like that. Let me see if after I finish here, we're going to jump into a retail raid.
Watch your step.
But I'll go say DPS.
Change moon. Stay away from lines.
All the stuff they're telling me right now means nothing to me.
Stay away from lines. Taunt boss.
Lord Farquaad. I remember in Dragonflight, I did one of the end game raids, and I remember I died because I didn't know where to do or where to go
Run out.
because the game was not even like, you know, in Final Fantasy 14 it shows you like the enemy's gonna hit there here move. No, I didn't. It wasn't even showing me that. It's like, okay, I guess I'm dying for some reason. So when I'm trying to go back to the boss, I was telling the raid group, hey, how do I get back to the boss? No one answered. Then they say, oh, this guy is AFK. And like, no, I'm not AFK. I don't know how to get there. And they kicked me out. And I was like, yeah, I'm done with Warcraft for now. Let me go back to Final Fantasy 14. I just target an enemy and then go with the flow. No, the thing, it didn't even came out today. Like when I did the raid was about like the end of the expansion of Dragonflight. So when I asked, hey, I don't know, I'm new here. It's like they didn't give it to him. It's like you either do it or don't do it. I did finish the raid, however, because when I queued for it, they were already on the final boss and they killed it, and I was like, okay, free kill. Never did it again though. This time around, Mana Forge raid, which is the new raid in War Within, people feel, I guess it also had to do with the server I was on, but since all the servers are mixed, whatever, I don't understand. Regardless, this time around when I did it, people were a little bit more helpful. We gotta give credit where it's due, right?
AOE incoming.
You see, I don't like the raids or dungeons in Warcraft because they'll feel clunky and messy. And that's it. That was one of the raids. Take a note to Hellfire Princess. Nah, I'm not gonna do that right now. In fact, what's wrong, baby? What are you doing back there? Oh, yeah. I don't know what my dog wants. Hold on. Guess you want attention. Oh, and thing that I really, really hate about World of Warcraft, the shop is in the game. You see how they're trying to get you to get the expansion? Hold on. Yeah, I think in this expansion, there's a lot of good players. Like a lot more good players than there were before. Look at this, man. Character boost $60. Name change. Yada yada. Game upgrades. Mounts. And this is where someone... What the hell? Oh, never mind. That's the gear I have, but this is a new thing that they're trying to sell you for $35. Someone was telling me, oh, the store here is smaller than the Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, because they rotate their items every month. Toys, services. Oh yeah, you can buy gold for $20. Pets. I don't think. Yeah, this 14 does sell pets as well, or minions. In this case. All right, so that rewards me with this, which increases my experience points by 1%, which is how you get it to 400%. Oh, nice. And of course, free gear. All right, let me go to retail. Now in retail, visit favorites. What am I doing over here? It's loading, loading. Good players will make other players, if they're new, they'll help them to be as good as them. That's a fact. Now, this character I have, I believe he is mainly PvP. Yes, he's pure PvP. Yeah, Astro Warmonger, all this stuff. This is PvP set. This guy is a pure PvP that I made. I lost a couple of matches, so yeah, I get one out of the 8 games I played. I won 5, so my best rating is 1400. My goal was to get him to 1800. I don't know if I will be able to do that, but we'll see. With that being said, let's see, what am I gonna do here? Oh yeah, the retail raids. We're going to do LFR is basically normal raids in 14. We're gonna go set DPS, which I am. Let's go ahead and do. This is the final boss. Is the final raid tier, which is 2 bosses, 3 bosses, 3 bosses. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the final tier. Why not? I am 781. My other character is 700. Since it's mostly PvP, I don't expect him to do a lot of PvP, PvE damage. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is how you upgrade your gear, which is annoying because you have to wait 2 weeks to get a charge of Ethereal Void Splinter, and you get a maximum of 8. So you have to wait 2 weeks. So that kind of sucks. But here's something that's cool for World of Warcraft, and that's it. The world quests. 14 could definitely benefit from a world fate quest system. It keeps the world alive and active all the time. 1 second, let me take my popper outside. Looks like she wants to go outside. I mean, better than waiting 7 months. How many? It's like 8 per 2. Let's see how much that is. 16 weeks. 16 weeks to month. That's 3.6 apparently, so like close to 4 months to upgrade one item. So hold on, not one item, to upgrade your gear, right? But what you're upgrading is getting the tier set, because in order to fully upgrade your gear, you have to go here. and you have to get, for example, this, and you need a bunch of these. Can I upgrade my sword? I want to upgrade the sword. Ooh, 800. You see, that's also limited, and this is also time gated. I think it was, let me, 2000. Oh, they removed the cap. That's great, actually. They removed the cap. This used to be capped. Oh my god, that's great news. This used to be capped. They removed the cap. Why can't Square Enix do the same? Anyways, I know it's because the end of expansion and whatnot. Still, man. Let me equip the PvP set. I don't understand why the Alliance raid is still locked. The gear's not even that good. Like, yeah, they did unlock the tokens that you get so you can upgrade your gear, right? But still. Did I queue? I did. 25 minutes. Jesus. So while we're doing this, let's go ahead and talk about crafting. And I still feel the crafting in 14 is better. But here's the thing that I want 14 to add. Because in 14 you can craft anywhere. Oh wait, this is not my main. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Hold on. Where's my main? There he is. Yeah, I feel stupid that maybe they don't cap it. Like, yeah, more 100% they'll probably uncap in 7.4.1. But it would be nice if they uncap it in 7.4 with the new glamour changes. Look at all this armor sets that I have here, man. So the one I'm trying to find, I mean, it's fine, whatever. They also have this, which is a another way to get like cosmetics, but they're also capped once you spend all these. So basically, once you have completed your traveler's log, you can not get any more. Like, that's it. And that's monthly. So every month you have to decide whenever you want this, like a special mount, special clothing that they give you. Or hold on for the next one. These are coming back, so not important. So yeah, for me, that's cool. I'm just gonna skip this month, or at least get these. Anyway, like 14 for some reason has this old mentality about keeping things up for a long time locked instead of just unlocking it, which could benefit everyone. Okay. Oh wow. Oh, see, I have 2 with this guy, so that means it's been 4 weeks since I played with him. All right, so that's the heroic version of this armor set, which I can transform into, and this one will be, yeah, the heroic version. Is that heroic or normal? I think this is normal. I'm still gonna upgrade my stuff. I was gonna show you guys crafting, but I want to also do this as well now that I'm here. All right, so these boots. Oh wow, he has nothing. Wait, can I transfer it? Let me see. Can I transfer this currency? No. That's another thing. Between alts, you can transfer currency, which is really helpful. All right, I'll do that later. Right now, I want to do a raid. Hard Darkness. I can also do the raids War Within. Oh god, there's sellers. I hate sellers so much. This is a problem I have with the game. There's a lot of people selling stuff. Recruitment tank. There's a filter here. Hold on. Let's find out if there's anything normal. Man, report. I hate it. I hate it. Report. If you're a player, just do this. Normal for rep. Soul Hunter. 4th boss. I wonder if I can filter the right, that word. Nope. Okay. I already queued for the raid, but oh my god, look at this. Nothing but selling raids on the Priority Finder. Let me delete this. Okay. And there's nothing here for that's newbie friendly, so that's been great. Alright, so we're doing Raid Finder instead. It's a DPS. It's gonna take us like 11 minutes or so. In the meantime, I guess I'm not gonna go into the world PvP. Hell no. And no. This is all. First, you're like, oh my god, that's a lot. But then you find out that there's a meta, there's a unique set that everyone uses, and you go with that. Which is why Blizzard in Midnight is taking away so many skills, and a lot of classes gonna be like very similar to how we play Final Fantasy 14. Let me put it that way. They're getting homogenized, and I think that's good. People say that I don't understand when people say that Final Fantasy 14 doesn't have, like, what's that word, when class representation or something like that. I don't agree with that. I feel like all the classes have their own representation. They're unique in their own way. Right, I was going to show you something I want Final Fantasy 14 to have, which is this: crafting orders. So let's say that you don't have your crafters level up, right? And on that day, you don't have your friends who can craft stuff for you, right? And you need an item real quickly. You go to an NPC and you request an item. You have all the items necessary to, basically get that item that you want, and you put an order. Once you put an order, the crafter is gonna go and make the craft for you. For example, crafting orders, right? And here I look at people who have placed orders. Okay, artisan skinny knife. He doesn't have the full set, so I cannot do it for him, right? Everforge, he doesn't have everything. I will have to put my items, my own materials to make his stuff, and I don't want to do that. Everforge Warglaive, and he also wants it a high ranking. I can get it higher than that, no problem, but I will have to use my materials. Yes, the job identity argument, which I always find to be stupid. I'm not stupid. I mean, I do not agree with it, basically. And here it tells you regions, basically materials, some, none. That's for this one because it gives me good items. Let's go ahead and make it for him. All right, he doesn't have anything extra, so I'll be providing some of the stuff. Let's start the order. By starting the order, I'm not gonna do anything at all. It's gonna be high quality regardless. There. Now that I finished his order, I gave him a new weapon. I'll explain the quality in a second. Complete the order. So this thing that you see here is the quality of the item. The item, as you can see here, has different qualities, which also increases the item level. If I want it to be super kind and nice, which I will for this guy, whatever, I'm gonna give him a high quality item, 691, and they're gonna pay me 67 gold. But look, I don't have the sanctified alloy, so I cannot do it, so I'm gonna cancel the order. Skinning knife, same deal. I can make him, he wants like a requirement of 2. I can make it higher. Start order, forge. That gives something for the crafters to do besides the same old crafting spam. They can add this you're gonna be helping other players, and you can reward the crafter with, you know, the crafting tickets, which I forgot the name of those. Hold on. Yes, crafting scripts. Give them crafting scripts in exchange for completing work orders. That will be great for Final Fantasy 14. So basically, I wish Square Enix and Yoshi P would add crafting orders to Final Fantasy 14, because it can improve and make it even better for crafters and more enjoyable. You're doing something different other than just be grinding. So here I take in this order. The person wants a 2-star quality item, but since I'm high level, I can give him a 3-star, and which will increase his item level to 551. And we're going to do exactly that. And once we do that, we get a reward. Now, in 14, that reward should be crafting scripts. And there's also a quest in this game every time you do the crafting orders. And I feel that will be great for crafters and for the game in general, because you're helping people so they can get their items for doing raids and whatnot. And you should be rewarded accurately. For example, if I wanted this, right, if I have all the materials, I can commission the crafter 120 gold. Be 120,000 on 14. Now that I did all that, I'm going to turn in the quest, which is a daily quest, which is also amazing for 14. If they ever implement something like that. And the reward is basically increasing your knowledge. Now, in this game, crafting has something about knowledge. Let me bring it up. Knowledge increases with your specific can't even say the word. Crafting has something called a specialization, which allows you to specialize in different specs. In this case, my blacksmith is an expert when it comes to making swords, shields, making blades, long swords, short swords, and general swords like spears and things like that, right? After I finish this, I'm going to try and focus on getting axes and different type of axes, like two-handed axes, etc. You can only reset this once. Blacksmith can also level armorsmith. In 14, this wouldn't work because all your different crafter jobs do this. Armor works with armor, of course, and blacksmith works with weapons, which is what I did here. The difference is that in 14, you have materia to enchant your armor. Here, you can enchant your armor by getting the specific, can't even say the word sometimes, a specialization. So this is how when you craft armor, you can give it like additional buffs, like for example, more versatility, more tenacity, more speed, etc. But you have to be specialized to that ability, which allows you to give those things to your armor sets, which is basically the game forcing you to have an alternate character that is another blacksmith that can do all this. So you can craft that. In 14, we don't have that. 14, everything is like separate per crafter jobs, which is far more organized than this. This is an improvement from what it was. Don't get me wrong. This is the mount that people spent $90 because it had an auction house and a mail system. Which, hey, for raiding, I can see that being extremely useful. I have a messy inventory because this is my original World of Warcraft character. The one I started all the way back in 2004. The thing is that I had an even older character, which was a rogue, but I sold that account back in the day. Then I came back to Warcraft, and I came back and made this paladin. We are still waiting for the raid. It looks like we're still missing a healer. So the job identity argument in Final Fantasy 14, I always find it to be really silly because all jobs have their own identity. I feel like people just want their jobs to feel like they're doing more damage. It doesn't feel like they're hitting a wall and nothing is happening. Or maybe they want animations to be more different. But there's more job identity in 14 than here, because here sometimes I don't know, like this must be a Death Knight, right? Yes. And the only way I know is because of his glam. That's definitely a shaman. A paladin, I guess. Oh, hard darkness. Here we go. But when I see a warrior with a two-hander and a paladin with a two-hander, it's kind of hard to know which one is which because their animations are kind of similar. The only way you know that it's a warrior when you start doing Blade Storm. And sometimes I do confuse paladin tanks and warrior tanks because of sword and shield in World of Warcraft. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Don't do this. There we go. All right. Let me move this a bit forward. Wait, I have to fight this? I don't know. But right now I'm just pressing buttons. I don't know what my character is doing. I see the wings and I see the damage. That's it. But you see right now, I didn't even know there was still a guy there. Again, I'm doing this with a single button. Another thing that I don't like about this game is that it's terrible when trying to tell you a story. Sometimes trying to tell you a story in a dungeon, and there's so many things happening in the dungeon that you don't pay attention. It's very bad when it comes to storytelling, which kind of makes my head scratch when people say that War Within story is better than Dawntrail, when the War Within story was cut short and added a whole void. It's a mess. I'm sorry, but War Within story is a mess. Is this a boss? I don't even know what this is. But despite all those issues that I have with World of Warcraft, Warcraft is still a fun game. Like, Shadowlands was terrible. I hated it. I tried to like it. I did not like it. And I will never play Shadowlands again. Unless it's a Shadowlands remix when they make the game even fun. War Within is fun. The job classes that I played so far in War Within are really, really fun. Red Paladin for me is super fun. You don't have to press that many buttons. I'm doing with single button rotation because I'm lazy. Oh, people are dying. Oh, she's dying. She didn't get healed. What the hell? What are the tanks doing? That's my question. So here's the raid. Something I don't like about raids in Warcraft is that you have to go through a lot of trash to get to the... Oh god, almost fell. Just to get to the main boss, you have to do a lot of trash. Oh, that's not my thing. Oh, look, a feast. This type of things are really cool. Like this, yeah, I would say is player expression. Perhaps that's what people want in 14. Maybe that's it. But you get a lot of player expression with a lot of the different characters, especially with white mages. I feel like. Right now, they're talking about how laggy the game has been this past couple of days. So I wouldn't be surprised they're also been getting hit with some sort of DDoS. But maybe not as aggressive as the server that Square Enix is in.
2, 1.
Beware.
Soak. Well, where do I soak? Here? Okay.
Beware.
Frontal. Stay away from the front, I guess.
Beware. Beware.
Get in circles. Okay. Oathbound. What does oathbound mean? You see all this stuff happening? Breath 1, dodge. How am I gonna dodge?
Beware.
But you see all this stuff, it's not very clear on what you gotta do. In comparison to 14, it kind of tells you what to do and where to go sometimes. That gives you a warning beforehand. And then you get clipped by the server snapshot.
Beware.
Soak. As you can see, I'm in damage meters. Pretty high up, actually. Despite my gear not being the best.
Beware. Beware.
Soak. Oh god, gotta dodge that.
Beware.
A good fight I would like to compare this one is Vatigarmanda.
Beware.
This is what I say that Warcraft raids are easier than 14.
Beware.
Because imagine doing the Savage that doesn't give you like a warning. Not back. What am I supposed to... Oh, get out, get out, get out, get out. The Savage don't give you a warning sometimes, so you don't even know what's going to happen until it's too late. Okay. Also, if you die, there's like a battle rest, but you can't do it. Even though you're a paladin in this game, you can rest people. You cannot do a battle rest, as far as I know. Oh, shoot. What was that? Stay in the middle. Okay. But you can see that this raid does take ideas from 14, especially what's happening right now, which is cool. I like raids to take ideas from both games because it enhances the experience in general. I want both games to continue to do good. And I also want to try Guild Wars and play it for real. Yeah, there's no limit breaks here, so we have to do this the old-fashioned way. Smack the enemy as hard as you can. Oh god, I'm getting hit with stuff. I just put that over there because of Final Fantasy 14 instincts to spread. Alright, he's dead. What he dropped? The sword. This is a one-hand sword, which is 668. I want to Maw of the Noid. Two-hand mace. Hell yeah, give me that. Oh, another thing, they don't wait. They just keep going. Oh, I got Maw of the Void. Nice. I think my sword is better, but whatever. Yep, my sword is definitely better. And that's not an issue they have. While you're doing all this, people leave the raid. All right, let's go in. This is the final boss, by the way. We're close to it. As you can see, they're talking about story stuff, but if you don't know the story because the game does a poor job, you have no idea who the hell Illyria is, who Dimensius is, or why is Salatath helping you. So yeah, that's the boss. That's the final boss of this expansion. He looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Oh shit.
Beware. Beware.
So I fucked up there. I forgot you're not supposed to go through the thingy, and the fight started and everyone got into it.
Beware. Beware.
See, this is what I mean. I made a mistake. I owned it up, right? In 14, people were like, "Ah, don't worry about it, bro." This is Warcraft. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Look at Warcraft.
Beware.
Related to how many months into like they expect people to know this already, right? Next time, don't queue and drag someone else to this garbage. In 14, people wouldn't be so toxic.
Beware.
I owned it up. Whatever. I fucked up. It's fine. In Warcraft, you screw up. Like, dude, all you have to do right now, yeah, I screwed up. Wipe, and we go again. But no, they keep going. They keep fighting the monster. I don't care. And another thing about 14 is that when you screw up in a raid, you can recover. When you screw up here, and this is intentional, when you screw up in World of Warcraft, you basically have to do it all over again. From the very beginning. The second fight, at least. So now we have to wait until they all die or they kill the boss.
Beware. Beware.
And there's no limit break to resurrect everyone. So the difficulty, the way I see it in World of Warcraft raids, is like you're not allowed to make too many mistakes. And the fact that if one person starts to fight kind of screws up the entire boss fight, I don't see that fair.
Beware.
Because this fight is going this way because I screwed up. I own it. I'm owning it.
Beware.
They could have just wiped. They could have just jump off and die and wouldn't have to waste time. All right, the boss respawn. Now the teleporters. Now we're gonna wait. Also, where's the... Here it is. Might as well put it here. That's a PvP talent. That wasn't me who started the fight, by the way.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Oh God. It's 12 million damage. Excess mass. What am I supposed to do with this? Okay, that's cool. I can't move or do anything, so. Oh no, I died. Wait, what am I supposed to do here? Did I die? Did I glitch? What happened? Did I glitch? Oh, I died. Okay, cool. What the hell, man? Yeah, I'm gonna go back to for team raids after this. I don't like the Warcraft raids. I'm sorry. You hear all this noise from the deadly boss mods, and it's like, ugh.
Beware. Beware.
It's a cool raid, but the problem with Blizzard and the raids is that you don't really know what you have to do. Like in that part when I was I don't know if I had to do my amount or whatever, but it doesn't even tell you what to do. Wait, what happened? I'm still dead.
Beware. Beware.
This morning. Should I leave? Well, they almost got him dead, so. In the final stage, I think.
Beware.
Another thing Warcraft doesn't have is repair. Like you can level your craft to the highest level, you cannot repair your own items. You have to find someone to repair your items, or have an additional item that can repair all your items. For example, I have this. Oh no, that's to use Nabdil Forge. Ah, where's my repair song? I know I have a repair. Here it is, repair hammer. And you need to be a blacksmith to repair it.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Someone got killed.
Run away.
Yeah, we're comparing right now The 14 raids. Are all the healers dead? I see one healer, 2 healers alive. We should rest this healer too.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
I have my honest opinion. I think Warcraft is not that good when it comes to PvE.
Beware.
This fight is fun. Don't get me wrong. This raid, this final fight is fun.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
You're gonna kill him. I mean, yay.
Beware.
Did they kill it? They did. I think. I think they killed it. What's this? Hungry Curio. Oh look. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about the Great Vault. Yeah, why not? Cosmic Heartstone. Do I have that? No, I do not have that. Yeah, sure, why not? Did I get anything? Guess not. Oh well, that's fine. What about the Curio? Okay, so these people got it. All right. Oh yeah, cutscene.
We did it. Dimensius is gone.
This leads to the new expansion, by the way.
But contained within the dark heart.
As is Xalatath. A fitting end for her. No. Wait!
Don't ask me what's going on. The little information I know is that Xalatath was able to get out the thingy and take the power of the final boss. So now she's super powerful or something like that.
What did you do?
I kept my promise. Together, we vanquished Dimensius. And I now have all I need to claim what is mine. Oh, this has been a delight, Illyria. But our little game is over. When next we meet, I will take everything you love.
fix the microphone for a second. There we go. All right. So that's a World of Warcraft raid. They're okay. Not my favorite, to be honest. Can close this. Did we get anything from? Oh yeah, we got shards. Supposed to get like a chest. No? Oh right, I forgot. So there's another awesome thing that Warcraft has, and it's the search within your inventory. That'll be great if they add that in 14. But I'm sorry, all in all, I definitely prefer more 14 than World of Warcraft when it comes to like rating. There's a lot of great quality of life changes in World of Warcraft, but I feel like the quality of life changes being done right now in 14 are better. Yes, 14 can definitely benefit from. What's this? Okay. 14 can definitely benefit from transmog ideas, which I think they're already starting to do. I think we're going to see in the next part of the live letter, which is coming, I think, next week. No, the week after Thanksgiving. Before the patch. I think they're going to add a wave so you can add all your armors and stuff similar to transmog. So you don't need to have this armor at all. You don't need to have it. You don't need to have this armor in your inventory or anywhere. You just grab the armor, you get the appearance, that's it. That's a good quality of life. Another good quality of life, I suppose you could say, is the... I don't know, man. I guess this, for getting more like items, is and keep the world active, because you got a bunch of quests that you gotta do in order to get, you know, glamours that you want to get from this little store, but it's very limited. It's not a cash shop. It's an in-game. It's actually in-game store, and sometimes it does have cash shop items, but not always. Another quality of life that it has is this, like the journal of all the stuff that you have, all your mounts. Like 14 already has this. Toy box, campsites. Yeah, 14 has something very similar. Maybe it's just better organized. But other than that, Warcraft is okay, but I prefer more 14 when it comes to quality of life changes and improvements on the overall gameplay. Like, yeah, having this mounts, you can repair all that. Yeah, that's cool. But I don't really see much of a purpose for it. Minimum 14. We're done here with Warcraft. In 14, we're not playing 14. Am I still in just chatting? I am an idiot. Sorry, guys. Let me change that up. If I'm still just chatting, I have to go to my dashboard. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream here for now, and I'll probably come back later tonight. If not, I'll be on tomorrow. I'm going to continue playing Final Fantasy 14. The reason why I'm ending the stream right now is because I have to make dinner, prepare dinner. The Steam thing? Oh no, I have not. Actually, let's check it out before I leave. Thank you for letting me know. The reason I was saying that I was going to head out is because I had to prepare dinner. Hold on. Again, I went to Twitter and saw more than 20 notifications, and I already know what it is. Wait, something went wrong. It's not your fault. I can't open my notifications. Wait, I can't even open my chat. Passcode. Hold on. I don't know what's okay. So I opened my chat, not my chat. My okay. Here's Chili. What in the hell is this? I gotta. That looks like a GameCube. That looks like a GameCube, Chili. With the VR and all that stuff. Hang on, I gotta show this to my real life friend. Hold on, hold on. Wait, the Gabe Cube. Oh my god, it's aesthetically pleasing. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness gracious. Your games on the big screen, the Steam machine. Dude, what are the specs for this? Hold on. Let me put this on the chat. Not on the chat, on the stream. Let me get the Windows capture. Look at it. Look at this. It's a GameCube, man. Your games on the big screen. See, the dev kit has a screen on the front, but only for dev kits. Send you the specs on the DM. Okay, hang on. Because it's not a private window. What the heck? Let's see the specs together, guys. Over 6 times the horsepower of a Steam Deck. Oh, AMD Zen 4. Yes. Yes. Those AMDs are amazing. And it's using AMD GPU. 10 out of 10. RAM. Okay, maybe we can increase the RAM. It's also using video RAM. So it's about 20, close to 30 gigabytes of general RAM combined with the VRAM, which is okay. Ready for all peripheral monitors. USB. 4K gaming. Okay, if it can do 4K gaming, that's amazing. Do we have a price? 2 terabytes is pretty good, actually. Just 2026, no price. If they're not showing the price, this is just me talking crap, right? I'm gonna guess it's gonna be around the same price, or maybe cheaper than the Switch 2. I think that's gonna be the thing. It might be cheaper than the Switch 2. Yo, Chili, thank you for this. Steam console. Steam machine, that's the name of it. I don't like the controller. The controller looks ugly. But I wonder, did they say if this is gonna be like the Steam Deck where you have to buy it from the Steam store, or I can go to Best Buy and get it? They haven't mentioned anything like that, right? So, copy image. Okay, no details on that. Okay, so my prediction. How much is a Switch 2? I'll search right now. Switch 2 price. Switch 2 price is $450. I think the Steam console, right? The Steam machine is going to cost $500 for the 512 version, 512 RAM. No, not RAM, space. 512 gigabytes of hard disk is going to cost around $500, and the 2 terabytes will probably cost $550 to $630, or maybe $600 flat. Maybe they'll do like $499 for the 550 and $599 for the 2 terabytes. Also, what if you can actually modify the machine, the Steam machine, and you add your own hard drive? It'll be cheaper. Yeah, you're gonna be playing for a while with 512, but later in the future you can upgrade. I like that. That basically what they're doing is giving more accessibility for people to play their games, and that's awesome. Did Twitch change? Not Twitch, Twitter changed how we reply and stuff. Why does it say locked, muted? Why would I? What? Disappear messages? What is this? Yeah, they did update all this. Okay. So anyway, guys, as I'm going to head out now, that Steam machine information supports micro SD. That's even better, man. That's freaking amazing. I'm down. If it's, I've been like, that would be a huge game changer for me, because my computer is still running an NVIDIA 2060, and if I can get the Steam machine with a good graphics card, I mean, I'll be set. We'll see what happens in the future. All right, guys. So, I'm gonna tell you right now. Final thoughts regarding Final Fantasy 14 and World of Warcraft. I will play Final Fantasy 14 tonight. Warcraft is good. War Within is actually good. It's not better or superior to Dawntrail. If anything, I would put them on the same level. They're on the same level when it comes to fun. They're both fun. They're both enjoyable, and both games can learn from each other. There's a lot of things that 14 can learn from WoW, and WoW can learn from 14. I have fun with WoW, and I have fun with 14. This whole tribalism, can go to hell. I'm not even joking. Like, and with that being said, guys, I'll see you later. I have to prepare dinner meal, and after that, I'll probably come back. Until then, I'll see you all later. You'll have a fantastic day or night, and I'll see you all much later. I'll probably be posting a lot on Twitter because I just got triggered, brother. Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm gonna do Macho Man voice because you're not gonna let some little pesquick bother me, the Broken Maniac, brother. Yeah, So here we go. With that being said.